Yeah, what's poppin' guys, Sizzle here, and if you guys just swap the Debian and open the software store like I just did myself, you wouldn't have all of these nice little options down here for all these different Flatpak apps, because for whatever reason, Debian does not ship with that by default. So we're going to go fix that real quick. It's a very easy fix. We just want to go open the terminal, just like this. And all you have to do from here is first off sudo apt update, right? And this will update anything that needs to be updated. All your packages should always be updated before you do pretty much anything. Then we do sudo apt install flatpak, and this will install flatpak for us. I already have it. I already have this all set up, so you can see it here, but these are the commands you have to run. Then this only works on GNOME, so I'm not sure how to do this otherwise, but Debian defaults to GNOME anyway, so that should be completely fine. All we have to do from here is sudo apt install gnome-software-plugin-flatpak, and just like that, it would be installed. And then we have to add the Flathub repository. All the commands I just typed in, by the way, I'll have in the description, so you can copy paste it from there. But yeah, we're going to go paste in the next thing, flatpak remote add if not exists, flathub, and then flathub.org/repo/flathub.flatpak repo. Press enter on that, and that might prompt you or whatever. And then, yeah, once you're done with that, then everything is finished. And whenever you go into here, it'll say the software store needs to restart, like down the bottom here. It says the software store needs to restart to apply the plugin change or whatever. You just hit the restart button, and it'll pop up with all these nice little Flatpak apps, and now you can get like whatever you want to go install, right? So if I want to go install like Prism for Minecraft or whatever, boom, it's available via Flathub. And I'll have a video linked in the description as well as to how to add non-Flathub, just .debian packs and stuff to this that aren't there by default. But that is all there is to it. That's how you set up the software store. It's how I installed OBS to go record this. For those who don't know, OBS, you should always use the Flathub version on Linux, not the Debian version. Even though it's available, the Flathub version is just a lot more stable and functional and has no real downsides in this day and age. Plus, it lets you install a bunch of different plugins by default, which are pretty cool, such as, you know, the background removal plugin right here. That's a pretty classic one a lot of people like to use. And yeah, you can just add in a bunch of different stuff that you need here. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. After that, you'll have Flatpak stuff available in the software store, and you can actually use Linux like a normal Linux user. You can also go up here at any point, click software repositories to see all the different options and see Flatpak here. So if you ever want to turn off Flathub or if you added other stuff to the distributions, you can literally just toggle it off and it'll stop showing up. So if I hit disable here, right, it won't show up in a second. Might have to refresh it real quick to actually see the change. And now you can see this is what it looks like normally. And if I go re-enable Flathub like we did with commands earlier, but now I have set this way, and we reload that, might take a time or two. Sometimes it's not immediate to respond to what you do. But you can see, there you go, loads back in, all your Flathub stuff's available, and that's how you enable Flathub installs on Debian. Luckily, most Linux distros come with this by default, so you don't even have to do all this work. One thing worth mentioning, actually, is if you're on Fedora, you should go up here to software repositories, and there'll be a thing called Fedora Flatpaks or whatever. Turn that off. Those things are always broken, and they work way worse than the normal Flatpaks. I don't know why Fedora really wants to push that, but yeah, you can just go into the thing in the software store here and turn that off, and that'll be gone. And yeah, with all that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. And like I said, I'll link a video in the description of how we're going to add a few more options here that aren't just the main non-free firmware options from Debian themselves.